Hi, I'm Olga S. Pérez, coming at you live, unleashing the power of perspective, one reaction at a time. I've been a life strategist for over 20 years, and I'm here to share my insights on trending topics, current news, and music videos that we all want to talk about with love and humor. Welcome back to the Olga S. Pérez Show. I'm your host, Olga. How you doing? Yeah, so apparently I'm so excited that I was doing the live intro, right, to give you guys and everybody time to check in. And yet, the software I'm using was like, oh, go ahead and play the intro. And I thought, oh, like right after the live. The live intro. The countdown. Anyway, here we are. How's everybody doing? And if you know me long enough, then you know that I'm not really a believer in the vote thing. And of course, I'm being laid back. This is where I'm at, where I'm just like hanging out with you. Like you're in my kitchen, my living room, you know what I mean? We're meeting for lunch. So it's not all business right now. But the only business is us connecting, getting together, talking about this very important day. Although I have my thoughts about how important it is, because if you've been following me, especially if you've joined me and the family over on Locals, mylocals.com, the link is in the description below. I've given my predictions, I've given all my thoughts uncensored, so you should check it out if you haven't already. Now, I am live on Rumble, on the BoobTube, and on X. And while we're here and waiting for everybody to come in, let me just make sure that that's what's happening. So, let me see. Let me refresh the page, because there's some things that happened. Okay. So, maybe I'm being correct, because I'm supposed to be live on YouTube, but I don't see myself there. I don't know what's going on. I did expect some tech issues with Election Day. I'm definitely live on Rumble. I just checked that. And for those who've been following me too, just recently I got demonetized for no good reason. They won't really explain it. Guys, give me a second. I had to, because once I got demonetized, my software won't connect with YouTube, because I do the multi-stream. And now apparently, so I had deleted all the caches and whatnot. And so I am live on X. I am live on X right now, ladies and gentlemen. And thank you for joining me. Of course. And of course, there's a QR code. So whenever you guys tip me, buy me a coffee, I will be sharing it in the live. Just because I don't have super chats anymore on the BoobTube. But of course, I still have them on a Rumble. So please, the links are also in the link below. If you want to watch this from there, maybe you already are. Okay, well, this is bizarre, because it's showing that I am live. But then when I go logging in, give me a second, guys. I just want to know what's going on. Why can't I see this stuff? Okay, I think we're there now. If you haven't already followed me on X, you should follow me on X. Okay, so X, I'm live on X. This one place I'm looking, it looks like I'm live on YouTube, but then when I click on it, guys, let me know in the chat. Just want to make sure I see you guys. Make sure to comment. If you haven't commented, your comments are my fuel. I do read them and I will respond. That's right. Again, we're getting warmed up. We're getting warmed up. Did you vote? Like I said, I know the humans are fallible, so there's going to be some mistakes. Let's put it that way. But nonetheless, how about Kamala was in Philadelphia? I found out through the Uber on Sunday. I was in an Uber ride, and she's like, yeah, Kamala's going to be here tomorrow. I was like, really? Then I got a bunch of texts this morning. Yo, did you see the Kamala speech? Matter of fact, let me read it to you guys. Let me read it to you. Oh my God. And who did not get like 50,000 text messages, phone calls and shit? I don't even know how that's legal, okay? I'm very pissed about that. Not happy about that. But okay. Then I've been getting bombarded. Because in Philadelphia, this is what I got. This was on my stoop. This is from the voter place. I'm like, but the thing is, it's all Kamala. It's all Harris. It's all Waltz. Even this was on the door. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, wow, not one about Trump. What's up with that? Just saying. And when you go to vote, they are asking for ID. So how are these people voting without ID, right? But you know, I have my predictions. I've already shared them, but I'm going to share even more full force today. And of course, I'm going to do a restream right after this live stream on locals. And the link is in the description below. So make sure to smash that like button, even if you're just happy to see me. What's up? Because you love the U.S. Because you're happy. Because it's good to be alive. These are times and times again. We're talking, you know how all those shows, especially in the 80s and 90s, you know, Dallas, God, so many of them, right? What was the other one? Was it Dynasty? You know, I might mess up the word here, right? This is the biggest dramatic show, soap opera ever. And it is by design, my friends. It is by design. Whether you believe in fate and the stars and God, or you believe in the powers that be that run this earth. Okay. We just got to have fun with this. We got to have fun with this. And of course, how you doing? Support me. Support my channel. Buy some merch. Buy me a coffee. You think I don't need it? I do. And again, if you're doing it during this live, I'm going to be checking. And anything I get, I will be sharing it. I will screen share if you want me to read your message on the live. Whether it's on the Venmo, whether it's through that Q card over there. A Q card. Q card. The QR code. I'm way overexcited. I got 50 thoughts like all stacked up against and with each other. So yeah. Since I've been being censored and shadow banned, support me, my friends. Again, your comments are my fuel. Keep them coming. I do read them and I will respond. Smash that like button and share this content. Let's get more people in the party, in the show, in the moment. There's nothing like live. I'm talking about real, live, raw reactions. So I don't know. I'm going to share some clips with you guys. See what your thoughts are on what the internets has been talking about on this special election day. If you guys have any links that you want me to share, put them in the live chat. I'll click on them. I'll share them. So let's see. And of course, you can go over to Rumble if you want to super chat me right then and there. Oh, look at that. See, I didn't do that on purpose. That's right, baby. That's right. That's right. Thank you. Thank you for all your love and support. I did for the first time in a long time. I actually posted on my Facebook and on Instagram. So let me know in the live chat if you guys have joined, because you saw me on Facebook or you saw me on Instagram. And of course, I got my little party top on, because doesn't matter whoever you're voting for. For me, the most important thing is that we do not stand divided. We stand together, because at the end of the day, we want the same thing. We all want to be happy. We all want to, pay less, not have to pay all these taxes. We all work so hard for everything, right? For your family, for yourself, whether it's to put a roof over your head, whether you have a dream and an investment, all the above. At the end of the day, we want the freedom. Even if our freedoms are different, like even if your idea of freedom is different than mine or your neighbor or your family member, we clearly want to be heard. We want our life to obviously improve, not get worse. So, as I've predicted in the past, I'm going to stand by my prediction that, well, stick around because I'll reiterate who the winner will be. And I stand my ground on this. But before I get there, no matter who the winner is or who you voted for, we got to be adults about this and take it well. You know what I mean? And just go with it. Do I think that it's perfect? No, of course not. Nobody's perfect. What do politicians do? Just like all the celebrities that endorse them, especially the actors who act for a living. Can't help to think about the connection with P. Diddy, too. And how maybe some of them are like, they have to endorse whoever they're endorsing because they got shit to hide. Or they own them. And so therefore they owe whoever they're supporting. I mean, we can go all different ways. But at the end of the day, if you love America, you just want the best outcome for all involved, right? Some people are going to be butthurt, obviously. And some people can handle it and some people can't. So I'm going to put it out there. Everybody needs to chill out. Because again, I'll say it later on in this live, who the winner is that I've already said in previous lives, and especially all my locals. Olga S. Pérez on locals, baby. But here's where I keep getting sidetracked. Is that, well, it's going to be a shit show. That's the first prediction I'm going to say. I've said it before, but I'm going to say it loud and clear today because it is election day. We're not going to get a straight up read or an accurate decision. Yep, I know. Again, doesn't matter what side you're on, right? It's not good news, but I'm telling you, this is my prediction. Don't kill the messenger. And I could be wrong, right? But if I'm not, you'll remember this conversation. It's not going to be clear. In fact, I also have a prediction that they're going to announce the winner prematurely. They could already be doing it right now because I don't have television. I don't watch, MSM, mainstream media. Any of you guys know, please let me know in the chat, in the convo. Courtney! Hey! These are the days of our lives. Yes. Oh my God. So happy to see you. Thank you for that. Yes. Thank you. So good. That was so good. That was so good. Wait, what's that? Oh my God. I don't even know what I'm clicking. Look at me. I'm getting verklempt. You see that? Verklempt. It's not a bad thing, okay? It's not always because, I'm all stressed or, the drama's getting to me. No. I had a friend. I'm like, yo, we got to hang out. after my live stream, or maybe you can come in and join me in the live stream for a minute. They're like, oh no, I already got plans, you know. This particular person does Taco Tuesday with, I don't know if I want to call it a friend, but anyway, it's kind of an obligation kind of a thing. And I'm like, no, it's election day. No Taco Tuesday on election day. We're partying. Because I have a good feeling that although it's going to be a shit show, and they're going to announce Kamala as the winner, you mark my words, it's going to be a flip and a flop. They're getting too eager, and that's because mainstream media, it's not about who's really in charge or who are the most voters or who are the most, but obviously the Democratic Party, man, look at this homework. Like, look at all this shit they're doing. Even the text message I was getting, not from Trump. I might have gotten one for Trump, but all for Harrison Waltz. I mean, it's just, to me, not fair. And again, is it even legal? Of course, we're all so busy, right? We have our lives and whatnot. I get it. I'm with you. But, yeah. Yeah, I gotta stop for a second because I'm looking for comments and I'm not really seeing the comments as I would hope. I'm hoping I'm still live streaming on YouTube, as I have found kind of like a loophole, because ever since they demonetized me like 2 weeks ago, I can't use the software that I usually use to multi-stream. So here we go. Oh my God, wait a minute. That's what it is. I just realized that it's under private. Oh my. This whole time, my whole intro was on private. Now let me refresh, and then maybe finally. Not only that, not only can it now be, now that I reset it to public, hopefully that also means that you can see this later or right now and rewind to the beginning. Let me know, guys. Let me know if you're able to watch this from the beginning on YouTube. Now that why would I put a live stream private? Like, I clearly didn't do that. So here we go. Yep, I'm looking also for notifications of Venmo or the tip from the QR code there in the corner. How's Twitter doing? Twitter, how you doing? Make sure to comment. I'm looking for your comments. Yeah, I mean, we're going to chill here. I just want to make sure that everything's working fine before I start screen sharing some stuff. Because of course. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, both Rumble, X, here on the BoobTube, smash that subscribe button, my friends. I'm going to share a couple things. And, you know, like I said, in case you missed it, let me know. Put whatever links in of something you think I should share on this live. Right now, I'm going to share a clip that I saw just because I was looking for like news, Kamala, Philadelphia, you know, the election day. And I saw law enforcement preps for violence on election day. I'm like, oh, here we go. Do not jump at this. Do not. That's what they want. I believe in Americans. I believe in America, and I believe we're good people. And we do not need to act out like children. It should be just, hey, it's a process. Talk about democracy. Here's democracy. I hear you, you hear me. And if you know how I really feel about democracy, democracy, it's the majority wins. And the majority, I don't know if you've had a family where maybe, you come from a big family and because you're different and they all gang up on you, That's democracy. And they don't all have to be right. They could all be wrong, but the majority wins. Just saying. Keep that in mind, my friends. Keep that in mind. Let me share this little clip because I was like, ooh, who are they talking about? So, like I said, I'm using this whole different process. So I'm assuming when I'm screen sharing, you guys are going to see it on the boob tube as well. But for sure, I know this is working on Rumble and on X. Olga S. Pérez, Rumble or X. So if you don't see my screen share on the boob tube, aka YouTube, then pop over there. The links are also in the description below. That makes it easier for you guys. Here we go. Law enforcement. Let me see. All right, let's play this clip. Because I'm like, who are they talking about? Here we go.
The Proud Boys militia is reportedly gearing up for potential violence should Donald Trump lose. Proud Boys stocking up, getting ready. It's going to be bigly, goes this posting by a Proud Boys chapter on Truth Social. Catherine Keneally is a former intelligence analyst with NYPD.
It is very likely that we may see individuals or small groups engage in activities motivated by election conspiracy theories, depending on how this plays out.
They're so biased.
The Proud Boys believe Trump himself is sending them a message by wearing Proud Boy yellow and black colors at recent rallies.
Proud Boys are definitely noticing when Trump wears yellow and black, and I think they view it as a signal that they should be standing by.
The election is entering its final day amid unprecedented security. It's all hands on deck as police departments across America are canceling vacations to assign as many officers to polling places as possible. The National Guard is being activated in Washington state and Nevada, and there are even rooftop snipers ready to guard a vote counting center in Phoenix. Federal agencies conducted an exercise on the grounds of the Capitol that appeared focused on foiling another January 6th-style riot, where the Proud Boys played a key role. Fences are going up around government buildings, and many businesses are boarding up windows in anticipation of violence, including this McDonald's. Runback, the company that prints ballots for 30 states, is also distributing...
I gotta pause because God forbid with the, sharing content, and then it's like, it's not your own content.
Panic buttons for election...
I'm reacting. Commentary.
Workers that call 911. And in L.A., bomb-sniffing canine teams are checking mail-in ballots for explosives.
Oh, it seems cute. To be what a cutie pie. What a cutie dog.
A very tense situation across the country.
We always have to be prepared. You prepare for the worst and you hope for the best.
There you go. And I'm not trying to promote them. No. But then, like I said, so here is... Okay, before I start with Kamala. No hate. I hate no one. I love everybody. But just like you want to be heard, I want to be heard. We all want to be heard, okay? So, we all take turns here. Now, I'm looking at my phone because I'm going to read you a text from a friend. This morning, I got this text. Olga, Trump's speech on the 4th sounded a man who knows he lost versus Kamala's speech, which was all hippie and music. Just missing bread, literally with the emoji, bread emoji. I'm like, okay. So, I'm telling you, it's been crazy. Like friends of mine missing phone calls because of all these texts and stuff. Some of them said, oh, I didn't even see your text because it was in between so many of the vote, all that. Another one texted me yesterday after missing phone calls. Sorry, I keep getting calls from voting ads and other junk. I'll turn my phone on tomorrow. So many annoying calls. I mean, non-stop. This kind of stuff. So, just sharing with you, and I want to know if you guys are having similar experience. Which again, And it's like, it's all this bombardment. Bombardment. It's not about unity and hyping up. It's bombardment. And like I said, according to Philadelphia, the only people that exist is Harris and Walz. And like I said, I do not have 100% faith in the voting system. Absolutely not. Because if you know anything even about electronics, anything can be manipulated. Not to mention people counting votes and if they're on a certain side. Because it's a human nature. Okay? So I'll pray. Because I do believe in prayer. And if you're not someone that believes in prayer, you probably believe in the power of intention, right? Or the law of attraction. So either way you want to dice it, our intention matters. Has pull. Especially for all those, life coaches and empowerment people, right? And all these, everybody experts, and they know everything, whether they're political commentators or whoever they are. In order for them to even succeed in their own life, in their own goals, dreams, whether it's a job or a marriage, relationship, they have to believe. You have to believe. Are you feeling me when I'm telling you this? The power of belief is that strong. Again, if MSM keeps talking, like today I heard somebody, I don't know what clip I was listening to, but it was through YouTube, but on one of the mainstream media news channels like CBS or NBC, one of those. And I clicked on the live that they were doing. And I'd listened maybe 3 seconds. Obviously more than 3 seconds, but not even 3 minutes. But just that little bit. Because attacks, like the words that they're using. And it's all about Kamala being a victim and being attacked. Like these words. You're a news anchor. Why don't you just tell the news? I don't need all your adjectives. And then I realized it's not even that. All these other places that I was clicking on, it was the same immediate. Again, like I said, lives. So it's not like I'm watching just only certain clips. No. I'm clicking like 10 different lives. And it was just like, damn. Like, you think that's a fair game? Because no matter whose side you're on, or what side you represent, or you think represents you, how can no one see it's not a fair game when they're not talking about it equally? You get my point. All right. So based on that text about Kamala, I did miss it. I would have never left the house, even if it was Trump. That's just me personally. Not that I don't think you should support whoever you agree or believe in or represents you. But I don't know. I don't have the time. I don't have the energy. But here we go. Here's the Kamala in Philadelphia. Let's see. Of course, I'm going to pause because God forbid. Here we go. Good evening, Philadelphia. And that's the only part I wanted to hear. Good Philadelphia.
Good evening, everyone. First of all, can we hear it for Oprah, please?
Oh, here we go. Oprah, the most given person on planet Earth, apparently. Stop, people. Stop drinking the Kool-Aid. Hold on. Wait. That one. Yeah. Because I don't want that to be the focal point. You and me, we are the focal point. We're everything. Don't ever forget that. All right. Let's continue. Oprah. Really? Does anybody remember Lahaina? Hawaii? Yeah? Yeah. Anybody remember she was BF with Weinstein? Stop. These people. I mean, who is listening to this? Did Oprah pay your bills? Could somebody tell me?
And the second gentleman of the United States, my husband.
Wait, did she just say, wait. See? I mean, I love the attitude of you got to pretend like fake it till you make it. I get it. But, dude, not when the media, and that's my thing. Again, okay, let me pause because if you know me, you already know I know who the winner is going to be because I've already said it before, but I will say it later on this live stream.
And the first, second gentleman of the United States, my
first, second gentleman.
Husband. Oh, it's good to be back. It's good to be back. And
to me, this is insulting to all of us. I'm telling you, no matter what side you're on. And again, it's all about fake it till you make it. You got to believe in yourself. But, nah. Has this really happened ever before? Any other president? Even when Bill Clinton was running? When he was like, does anybody have a clip about that? Share it with me.
To be with so many incredible leaders.
You know, where Clinton is saying, the first lady, before he was elected. Please, anyone. I would love that.
Including Bob Casey. Let's send him back to the United States Senate. I want to thank all the outstanding artists and performers who are here tonight and sharing the gift that they have with all of us. I thank you all so very much. And to everyone here, thank you for taking time out of your busy lives to be here, for us to all be here together, showing who America is, that we are all in this together.
We sure are! We sure are!
So, Philadelphia.
Donald Trump wants to cut taxes for
commercial.
these guys. Kamala Harris wants a tax
by
cut
the way,
for middle-class
you know when
families.
they demonetize me?
Oh, no, we're embarrassed.
Wait. They also said, because I reached out to YouTube clearly, and they also have it in there where like, yeah, you can't make any money anymore. You're in the doghouse until January. But we can still put ads on your content that you created, not us, and we will make money off of you. Tell me the greatest pimp on earth. Who the is it? Okay.
First, we screwed up. Our warehouse.
So here we go. Here we go. All right. Wait.
Together. So, Philadelphia, you ready to do this?
You ready to do this? Like, see, it doesn't matter whether I like her or not. Just the person, anybody who talks like that, that's the way I would react. If a dude is like, yo, 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 I'll talk like that too.
Are we ready to vote?
Yeah, because it's a democracy, right?
Are we ready to win? Oh,
the only thing Americans want is to pay less to you or to anybody, okay? Nobody, even monkeys. Has anybody watched Monkeys in the Hierarchy? Even they don't like unfairness. That's all. We just want fair.
Good to be back in the city of brotherly love.
Yeah, because you know so much about Philadelphia and the brotherly love. I do. I live here 25 years and counting. I've been supporting this place. Legit. Who's in Philly right now? Pop a comment right now. Let me know.
Where the foundation of our democracy was forged.
A republic, my friend, get a clue. Philadelphia, and also one of the, if not the most corrupt in politics, and we're talking decades. 300 years. Okay. Come on, guys.
And here at these famous steps, a tribute to those who start as the underdog and climb to victory.
That Sylvester Stallone wrote, not any politician. And he would not sell his soul because they wanted to buy the script. And he said, no, not unless I can act in it. Okay? Talk about the power of standing in your place and getting nothing versus getting a little bit. Even if that little bit's like $10 million, $20 million. You get me? It's deeper than what you just said, girlfriend. Yeah.
So America, it comes down to this. One more day, just one more day in the most consequential election of our lifetime.
I would agree with that statement. I would agree with that statement.
And the momentum is on our side.
Says, I get it. I love the positivity. Oh, hold on. I love the freedom with the banners that everybody's holding freedom. Because, see, like I said, in a democracy, there's really no freedom if the majority, what they believe is what happens. Because where's the freedom of the person that doesn't agree with the majority? Do you see me? Do you feel me? I'm coming from a neutral place.
Our campaign has tapped into the ambitions and the aspirations and the dreams of the American people. We are optimistic and we are excited about what we can do together. And we know it is time for a new generation of leadership in America. And I am
well,
ready
you
to
know what,
offer that
girlfriend? You
leadership
got
as
that right. We are in new leadership. In need of new leadership. Like completely different than anything we've ever had. It's got nothing to do with whether you're female president or not. It's just, we all can agree on that. We all need a new. And in my opinion, and my observation, and my insight is a breakdown of the old that doesn't work. All of it. Clean house.
Next president of the United States of America. However, the race ain't over yet. And we must finish strong. And this could be.
See, I'm for those banners that they're holding up. Vote for freedom. There's no freedom in the majority, believe it or not. Do you see where I'm coming from, guys? I just want to make sure it's very clear. If it's not, like I said, whether you leave a comment in the live chat or later after you watch this video, I can get more clear on it.
One of the closest races in history. Every single vote matters. So let me ask you.
You know, I got a bone to pick with that one, but okay.
Here has a plan to vote. All right, well, help spread the word. Here in Pennsylvania, polls are open tomorrow morning from 7 a.m. to 8.
Oh, on that note, let me pause for a second. Let me share with you guys my experience. I guess I'm declaring that I did vote. I do have the little sticker somewhere on my coat. First place I go to, the internet was like, this is the location for you, blah, blah, blah. I go. First of all, I get to the door and the woman's like, she's a security guard and she's sitting, maybe she's 25, 30. And if she was older or younger, well, if she was older, she acted like she was younger. On her phone, sitting there in a chair, through a glass door. I come up, I go to open the door, and she's like looking at me like, can I help you? And I'm like, yeah, I'm here to vote. She was like, not until 7. And I'm like, it's 7. Literally, it was like 7:15 a.m. Like, I made it a point to put in my calendar to get out 6:30, walk over there. Like, I wanted to, because I figured, because when I went on 2020, the line was horrendous. But of course, you know, we were under the pandemic. So that was another reason for the shit show. But I had never done it before because I don't believe my vote counts. That's just my opinion. Relax. But like I said, I do believe in the power of intention. So in 2020, I said, I'm going to go because it's for the intention. Period. It's something personal to me. Okay? That's it. And sure enough, not only was it a shit show, and the line went like 4 blocks, and it was like 2 hours before I got in there to vote. And then they're like, oh, you're not registered, which I was. But they didn't have it on their paper or their what. It was so bad. And then they're like, all right, well, here's a ballot. I fill it out. She asked me for ID. She confirms, and I close it up. This is true. I turned around, And when I looked back to see what she did with my ballot, she trashed it. Yes! That happened to me. But I didn't care because I didn't believe in the system anyway. Again, that's my opinion. I got a right to have my opinions. Don't get butthurt, right? This time, okay, so of course, it's funny how they talked about not needing ID. You need ID for everything. But no, not in this election. You don't need an ID. And you can be from anywhere. And you don't have to be a citizen. And you can vote. Okay. So here I am. And when the woman let me in, the woman's like, we're here to if you already tried to apply to vote online or mail in ballots and if you need any correction or you didn't get the ballot. And I'm like, but it says, and the website says that this was a new voting place. I know, ma'am, you're not the first one that's come. So now I'm really classic. So you don't need ID, but then you posted this is a place to vote, and then you turn around oh no, and yeah, you're not the only person, because obviously it's right there on the internet, or they've even put flyers out. Hello, this one, it says that. Anyway, so okay. Now I'm more pissed that I didn't want to have to wait in the shit show line from what I experienced in 2020, from where I figured I would have to vote the last time because of where I live. And I'm just oh shit. So, all right. But they look it up and they tell me exactly the district and the place. And I was like, yep, exactly where I went the last time, which was horrible. But anyway, I'm just pissed because I'm literally in the opposite end of the other place. And I'm just so I book it over there. I walk real fast, real hard. I book it over there. 7:30, 7:40, no line. And not only that, there was coffee, there was donuts, and everybody was in a great mood. What a different experience. I felt like I was on a different planet. And it was the exact same location I went to in 2020. Anyway, I still think I messed up because I believe that when you're on the computer screen, and I picked my person, there was all these different boxes, and I didn't know if I should click on all of them that I wanted, but I was so paranoid that it wouldn't turn out right or something that I just clicked out one and exited, and I voted. The energy was completely different. People were very nice. Everything was very organized, very nice, But again, I know that computers can be manipulated. So, do you see what I'm saying? We got to stick together because these greedy politicians, that their whole story is to lie. That's why I love when anybody, whether it's MSM, whether it's content creators, on YouTube or anywhere, Joe Rogan included, all of them, I'm they always say the same thing, which is, well, I liked what he said or she said about this or that. What they said doesn't mean they're going to do it. So everyone is just happy with if you say what I want to hear. I'm an action-driven person. And I know that nothing gets done without action. Okay? Your actions speak louder than your words. So to me, it's it really isn't about what you're saying. Keep that in mind, whoever you voted for. Because we keep playing the same game. Well, they said. Well, I don't know where you've been. But they always lie. And they never deliver. Even if they do one or two things. They'll deliver 50 things and then maybe deliver one. They'll say 50 and deliver one. Not good enough for me. Can you imagine being in a relationship, whether it's a partnership in business or whether it's a lover, right? Or your husband, your wife, right? I promise to be faithful, But I'm going to steal from you. Just giving you an example, right? You see what I'm saying? You have to follow through with your words. And that's why I am for you, for me, for Americans, for us, we the people. We the people is everybody. Not one side or the other. My neighbors and I might feel differently about ideologies, religion, belief, politics. But I know one thing. I got your back. You got my back, I got your back. We take care of each other. You know me. This is what I do. Whether it's on the internet, whether it's through the live streams, and obviously, shout out to my next event, November 20th in Philadelphia. Networking, baby, but like nothing you've ever seen before. Empowering, fun. It's beyond. I'm like in the next generation of forget about the sticker, hello, my name is. You know when you have a real connection with people, whether you meet them at the supermarket or you meet them at a friend's house, they're not wearing a sticker, and you remember them by what they said, how they treated you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. All right, let's get back. Let's get back to Kamala.
PM, 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. And no matter what state you live in, if you are watching this, please go to I Will Vote.
Oh, yeah, so she was saying that, and I was telling you guys about how it reminded me of my experience this morning. And, yeah. So, very different. Very different. But yeah, they still, that was my point. That here they are like, oh, we don't want to make it difficult for certain people, racism kind of BS. So that they can vote because, you know. No, they make it very hard for the team they don't want to win. You get me? Because they did ask me for my ID. And so here we go, where don't act like, stop lying and making us have friction with each other. When the fact is, you make it very easy for people to not even want to vote. Because if I was not the only person, like I said, they said it. They're like, oh yeah, I know. Don't get mad at us, man. Like everybody else is doing the same. Like we don't have control over that. And I would assume they're like volunteers. But yeah. And what if I had to go to work? Which I did, but again, I'm like, whenever there's blocks, it's very easy to just give up. And there's plenty of instances, whether they make it public or not, but like Maricopa County had that. And I thank every and each one of you for sharing your experience. Because the truth is what we all should want. Period. End of story.
.com for all the information you need, including when and where to vote and where to drop off your mail-in ballot. And I also ask you to please talk with your friends and your family and your neighbors. Share your perspective on why you took the time to be here this evening and why this election is important to you. Encourage folks to make their voices heard, because we need everyone to vote in Pennsylvania, and you will decide the outcome of this election, Pennsylvania.
That's a statement right there.
So with all
that is a huge statement. I will give you that, Kamala.
Only a few hours left. We still have work to do. And as you've heard me say before, we like hard work. Hard work is good work.
Yeah.
Hard work is
I'm sorry, honey. You don't look like you're doing a lot of hard work. Come on, let's be honest.
Work. And make no mistake, we will win. We will win. And we will win. We will win.
Are they really singing USA? Because I'm not getting it. Hold on, I gotta do closed caption. I wonder if they're gonna.
And we will win.
Wait. Are they saying we will win? Right? They're not saying USA.
And we will win.
Yes.
And we will win because when you know what you stand for, you know what to fight for. And we have an opportunity in this election to finally turn the page on a decade of politics that has been driven by fear and division. We are done with that. We're done. We're exhausted with it.
Oh, you're exhausted. Let me give you guys a shout out. This woman, God bless her. I wish no one any harm. Oh, look, that didn't look right. But she suffers a lot. That's just my insight, intuition. She suffers a lot, and she's taking some stuff to keep herself calm. Yes. No judgment, just telling you. And it's funny how it just comes through her to say that. No, she just works hard to like, how can I continue? And again, this could be Trump. I would cut him up the same way I would cut her up. Now, when she says something, right, then I'm like, yeah, that's it. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? Not because I agree. So I'm feeling the honesty or the BS. Hey, Buzzacino, great to see you. Free from Belgium, your person, why not saying it? Oh, because I've been saving it for very shortly. I wanted to do it later in the stream. Yeah, right, Buzzacino? You can lead the horse to water, but you cannot make it drink it. Make it drink. Yeah. Sorry. You know, I'm dyslexic. Because you showed the way, at least the horse will think. Ooh, I like that. Thank you for sharing that, Buzzacino. Here we go. Okay.
America is ready for a fresh start, ready for a new way forward where we see our fellow American not as an enemy, but as a neighbor. And we are ready for a president who knows that the true measure of a leader is not based on who you beat down, but based on who you lift up.
Kamala backed Biden on everything. She supported his disastrous economic agenda, higher taxes on the middle class.
That must have been one of the best, only 3 words that I've ever heard her say, in my opinion. In my opinion.
And Pennsylvania, you know me. I'm not afraid of tough fights.
Nobody knows you, Kamala.
For decades, as a prosecutor and the top law enforcement officer of the biggest state in this country, I won fights. I won fights against the big banks when they ripped off homeowners. I won fights against for-profit.
Does anybody know about the story about, was it Nina, not Nina Simone? No, who was the singer of, and I'm feeling good. Wasn't Nina Simone? No, I'm messing it up. Oh, guys, correct me.
Colleges that scammed veterans and students.
She screwed a lot of people over, guys. I'm just saying facts.
Against predators who abused women, children, and seniors. Against cartels that trafficked in guns and drugs and human beings. My entire career has been driven by a singular purpose: to fight on behalf.
You know how she's looking to the side and how she's, first of all, and the worry in her eyebrows, like, girl, I don't know. You're not convincing me. And it's funny, right? Because I said earlier that my friend had texted, like, hey, you know, Trump sounded a little sad. Like, she had the hippy-dippy stuff. And I'm like, I see 2 very tired people. Period. End of story.
Half of the people.
Let me say that one more time. I want it very loud and clear. I see 2 tired people.
On behalf of the people. And it is my pledge to you that if you give me a chance.
It is my lie to you, because that's what politicians do. Let's all be grown-ups here.
To fight on your behalf as president, there is nothing in the world that will stand in my way. And instead...
Oh, but you know, you can take that a couple of different ways. Nothing will stand my way. Hello. I'll do what I have to do. No holds barred. I'm telling you.
Going over an enemies list I will spend every day on your behalf working on my to-do list.
Oh, I don't need you to work on your to-do list, Kamala, and I don't need Trump to work on his to-do list. I need you guys to do what's on the list of the people, not yours. Because remember, you're supposed to be working for us, but we already, see, that's my point, ladies and gentlemen. We have to wake up to who are they working for. We have to keep them in check. This will be the beginning of us, the people, having to change being ignored or also ignoring and just focus. No, we've got to be active.
Full of priorities to improve your lives. Together, we will build an economy where we bring down the cost of living. We will ban corporate price gouging on groceries. We will make housing and childcare more affordable. We will cut taxes for workers, for middle-class families and small businesses. We will lower...
You say all this shit.
Healthcare.
Where have we seen this? Never. Things have increased. Prices of things increased. Even the value of a house. Which, can anybody please explain to me? How is it fits in anyone's mind that a house is worth more when it's older and it needs work? Who makes that up? I mean, I have the answer. I'm asking you. We should not be spending our hard-earned money while they have the upper hand. And who doesn't know by now, especially after the whole GameStop and thanks to the internet, we now know. We've known years ago, but maybe not everybody. But I think now everybody should know how the system is rigged. See, it's all got to break down. We need to rebuild. And it starts with us. I'm just telling you. Nobody's your savior. We are.
Including the cost of home care for seniors. Because on the issue of health care, I absolutely believe access to health care should be a right and not just a privilege of those who can afford it.
I feel you. I feel you.
And to anyone out there watching this while we're here who still is trying to get rid of the Affordable Care Act and take us back to the days when insurance companies could deny people with pre-existing conditions, well, Billy, you know what I'm about to say. We are not going back. We are not going back. We're not going back.
Oh, you know what's funny, guys? Okay, you know me. I'm going to be funny about it. That is huge. We're not going back. We're not going back. Anybody feeling the vibe of a dictatorship? Legit. You know, I'm from Spain. If you don't know your history about Franco, I'm not saying he's a bad guy. Matter of fact, he did a lot of good. But see, that's the form as a life strategist. I'm telling you, when you say we're not going back, you're digging your heels in. And you're literally saying, I'm not leaving. So Clinton, Democrat, 2 times in a row. Obama, 2 times in a row. I'm not saying that Bush didn't, right? Yeah, he did. Bush Jr. 2 in a row. But think about the sandwich here. You got the Clintons, then you got Bush, then you got... They're the same bird with 2 feathers. So my point is, it doesn't matter. They're all with each other because who owns them? Federal Reserve, anyone? Federal Reserve? Private bank? I put a link on the book that if you haven't read this book, sorry to tell you, man, lady, women, whatever, boy, girl, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, read that book. I know, it's election day, so like, you know, you read it now, you're like, oh, man, why didn't you tell me before? I've mentioned it many times, and hopefully you guys have been looking in the description below. But true facts of how the Federal Reserve was built, and that is who is really in charge. period. And my whole point is that we need to stop feeling secure. Feeling secure is, oh, I don't want to lose my job, so I got to do the jab, right? Or all the people that work for YouTube or Google, that when I'm trying to talk to them, they're just trying to hold their job. You see do you understand that? Has anybody heard of this it's a joke. I'm going to mess it up. I don't really know the joke. But the moral of the story is quite profound. A guy goes to a market in Colombia, and there's 2 buckets of crabs. I'm sure there's a different version of the same story all across the world, right? And in the bucket where the crabs are coming out, there's a lid on it. So the joke or the story goes that this is like in Colombia, again, I don't know, South America. And the guy's buying the crabs and says, why is the one barrel has a lid on it and the other one doesn't? And the vendor says, oh, that's easy. Because the one crab, the barrel of crabs from China, you have to put the lid on them. Because the Chinese crabs help each other, holding each other up to get out. But the Colombian or Hispanic or whatever, you know what I mean? You can put this any way you want. In this case, it was a Hispanic person who told me this years ago. They're like, but the Spanish one or the Colombian one, we don't have to put the lid because they bring each other down. Are you feeling me? Are you feeling me now? That's where I'm coming from. Because they know we are everything. Did you just hear that? There must be, because I'm in Center City and there's construction. Dude, whatever just dropped so strong that the stick for my blinds is going like this. Yo! There's no such thing as coincidence. No, my friends. No. And I'm here for you. I'm here for it all. You know what? I can't finish listening to this. I'm not impressed. Look, what did I look? 8 minutes into it? I'm not going back. Because just 8 minutes into it, it's really easy to just cut it up and just because again, what if this person was our neighbor, right? What if you and I live next to each other and whether it's Trump, Kamala, and they're people moving into our neighborhood or our block. Do you understand? If they're shady or whatnot, they can look all great. Are they really caring about us? Are they looking out? No. Do you see that's where I'm coming from. But the excitement is effervescent. Hence my glitter today. Because I know one thing is certain. There will be change. There will be change. So going back to my prediction, which I'm going to state it. Thank you guys for the comments asking, why are you holding back? I had predicted that Trump was going to win. I had said it before, and I went into vast detail, raw, uncensored detail on locals. Check it out. The link is in the description below, if you can handle it. Who did I vote for? That's one of the things that will get people to fight, right? They're like, who'd you vote for? I got nothing to hide, but sometimes, just like everybody knows, don't talk about politics or religion if you don't want to fight, right? Whether it's at a dinner table, at a party. But I did vote for Trump. Do I think he's my Lord and Savior? No. Do I believe him more than anyone? No. I mean, I don't believe in my parents. I don't think, my parents are perfect. I don't think Santa Claus is real. I mean, there's a lot of things. I have friends that I can trust with certain things in a way that I can't for other things. Some people have, access to me in a way that most people don't. But the people I choose, they have proven to me. You get it? They've proven it. They've earned that trust. For example. But I voted for Trump because as I said earlier in the live stream, I believe in the intention, not the vote. And what's my intention? Well, I can't help to feel that with all the politicians that are all liars, all of them, that would include Trump. But I believe in my intuition. And I believe that there is something deep within Trump that goes beyond what comes out of his mouth. And that's what I voted for. It's much deeper. It's not superficial and it's not political. I'm making it very clear. And I'm not ashamed. I will not be embarrassed. And who is going to win? I said it before, I'll say it again. It will be Trump. Matter of fact, I'm already feeling it's Trump. But like I said in the beginning of this live stream, they're not going to say that initially. And it's going to be a big, huge shit show. And it might even be all the way until April of 2025 before we hear. It will not be like the last time when everybody's freaking out or the J6 thing. No. And no matter who you are or whose side you think you're on or you prefer, remember this. We have to stand with each other. We have to support each other. Be happy for whoever, if their preferred person won versus your preferred person. Because if one thing is for certain, which I did mention earlier, which is the power of intention. Lies, a lie that's multiplied, a lie that's repeated becomes the truth. So the biggest thing I can tell you today, besides my prediction. Oh, by the way, that just reminded me, Valuetainment, who knows about Valuetainment in the PBD podcast? They reached out to me last week, asked me to submit my prediction, but not just my prediction, but which state was going to vote for who. Every state in the U.S. I'm like, you're not paying me. They're like, and if you're accurate, we'll have you on our show. Really? The fact that you already found me, you should have me on your show. You know what I mean? I'm not going to sit there and put all my intention and all my little, gifts that I believe God gave me, not the universe. The universe is just too broad. The universe is, well, who made the universe? Okay, another subject. Got it. Oh, sorry about that. Am I flashing? So, bottom line is, I know, the Valuetainment just took me off in one direction because I did want to mention it earlier. Besides, all the stuff that was on my door and whatnot. Okay, so the lies told enough will become truth. And that goes for anything. Any lie. Whether it's politics, whether it's elections, it doesn't matter. People will believe it. That's propaganda as much as it's repeated. But stand still and stand true. That the truth will come out sooner or later. The biggest proponent of how that truth will come out sooner versus later is that you, regardless of who you voted for, that you believe and you don't give up. You don't lose your morale. You don't get pissed. Me, we have to stand in our belief and not let anything dissuade us. Spiritually, mentally, do you understand that? So you know how if a team, like say whether it's a soccer team, a football game, basketball, whatever, even if your eyes are telling you, even if it's showing you that your team lost, why is it that people will literally either fight when their team loses? I mean, I know the answer, but bear with me. I'm setting you up here. Versus when their team wins, they actually act like they won the lottery. Like their life improved over this. Yeah, right? Like they actually did the game themselves, played in the game themselves, and they won and they had this victory. Yet they're going home. They're not the player. They're not in the team. And it can make or break their attitude. Whether they had a bad week or a bad day, like they gambled, right? Or they played the lottery. Or again, they went to the casino and lost a bunch of money. And then they're really pissed and really sad. Versus I won and I'm going home, my pocket's filled. And I'm like, yeah. Do you see the mind over matter thing here? Do not allow any outcome to change or to make you feel as a winner or as a loser. Because at the end of the day, will it really change? Like, will you lose your job that day? Will your paycheck be in half because of whoever wins that day? Like that immediate? Our attitude, our happiness is 100% aligned with how we react. There's no reason to be crying or to be like, yippee. Because the crumble of this cookie ain't going to fall right away, and it ain't going to be very clear. That's my prediction. I stand by it. And the most important thing is that we never lose faith. Not just faith like a belief, like something like Santa Claus. No. We do not let anything change how we feel, our happiness. We're not going to let it make us feel that we're pissed off or that our life is better because whoever we voted for won. It's not, because that's not even a fact. We stand. We can handle it. And everyone's intention out there should just be, may the truth come out. Period. That's what a noble person does. That's what someone magnanimous does. That's what a winner does. That's what a leader does. And we are the leadership, not them. We are. We either support them or we don't. Without us working, what do they got? They need us. Let's never forget that. We want things to change. We have to change. We have to change our reaction. And we have to change the game within and with each other. We're the vessel. They can't float without us. I know. I'm not trying to get too deep. Read The Creature of Jekyll Island. The link is in the description. It's going to piss you off, but then it's also going to fucking take you to a whole nother level. And I'm here for you, baby, because that's what I know. The only way to empowerment is the truth, whether you like it or not. And I have faith in you. And the whole world is watching us. I didn't have to be here. I chose to be here in America. So with that, I'm going to wrap it up. And I'll go even deeper, clearly, uncensored. Over on Locals, here is the link. I mean, it's in the description below. But let me put it in here as well, if that makes it easier for you guys. Wait, hold on. I'm like, what's going on? What is going on? It's not letting me put a comment in the live chat. All right, what are you going to do, baby? What are you going to do? That is so weird. Wow. Again, I expected this. I mean, who doesn't expect, especially electronically, on the internet today with the U.S. election? I mean, it is. That's what we're dealing with. I've been in a lot of Zooms. I do a lot of meetings on Zoom with my clients and whatnot. And we've all been having problems. Not necessarily me, but it's like the other, whatever. And it's been across the board all week where either the internet can't handle it or the internet's being messed with because the powers that be, even when we are paying for everything we're getting, right? Internet, whether you pay for your subscription on X or whatever. Yeah. Okay. So, I'll see you in Locals in about 5 minutes. I got to go take care of some business. Thank you. If you've given me anything, if you've donated, whether through the QR code or buying me a coffee or my Venmo at Olga Meister, I appreciate you. If I missed it, I'm having some issues trying to screen share that content specifically. So I love you. I thank you in advance. And of course, I will respond to any donation, especially since they're not monetized. I'll get into the details of what I'm going to be doing about that. So stay tuned, my friends. I love you so much. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe and share this content. I speak for all of us. That's my job. I don't take sides. I take your side, number one. All right. To be continued. Again, I'll be over on the live stream. Link is in the description below. Also put it in the live chat. In about 5 minutes, I'll see you guys over on Locals. Thank you so much for your love and support. It's a cool fee. It's cheap. All right, guys. Have fun today. Don't let anybody bring you down. Again.